What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's time again for Pharaoh Said's Picks. It's week 9. We're halfway through the season. And let's recap last week. So, last week I went 9-4, 9 out of 13 games. I didn't get double digits again, but winning percentage was, let me check the notes, good enough for 69%, which is pretty good. We almost hit 70%. Overall record, 73-48 for a winning percentage of 60%, keeping that winning percentage climbing. So with that said, let's get into the good and bad of the week. See what went right and what went wrong. So, first thing that went wrong, Thursday night game. Y'all already know. I've been on a losing streak with the Thursday night games, but since y'all gonna get this on Friday, y'all know that I finally got one right. I picked the Ravens to beat the Dolphins tonight. Ravens did that. So, we'll cover that when I get to the picks section. But last week, again, I got that one wrong last week. And like I said before, whatever team I pick the opposite. Unless it's against the Dolphins. Then pick that team. Speaking of the Dolphins, that's the second thing that went wrong. Dolphins, man. Y'all refused to tank, and let me holler at y'all for just a second. Even though y'all did lose tonight, which is what y'all need to be doing. So, y'all need to be tanking so that y'all could get a high pick. Your team's talent is like dwindling. Your team is in disarray. You're gonna need a new quarterback. Tua ain't cutting it. He's too injury prone, and I think he's slowly starting to lose confidence in himself. I know the coach has lost confidence in him because he doesn't even run the same type plays he used to, where they would air it out and go downfield. It's being very conservative, and it's not in the best interest of the team in general. But with that said, even more, y'all need to be sending out flyers and putting people on the market, man. I don't know. Maybe Shot Waddle or something. Any good players you got on your team that's going to cost you a little bit of money, you probably want to try to trade them away, get a player and a pick back. Try to accumulate as many high picks as you possibly can. If you get a first rounder, that'd be great. Maybe some second rounders, third rounders in multiple years. But y'all got to do something. And I'm thinking McDaniels, I think is your coach. Yeah, I think he's getting fired. Tyreek, he won't be back till damn near the middle of next year. So that's a wash for him, basically. And like I said, Tua ain't cutting it, man. So y'all need to be in the market to draft a new QB and just add more talent to the team. So start losing the rest of these games so that I could pick for y'all to lose. All right, that was a little bit of a rant. I probably should have saved that for the power rankings. Anyways, yeah. What I do appreciate, though, out of y'all win last week was that y'all knocked off the Falcons. And as a Panthers fan, it's always good to see the Falcons lose. So, thanks for that, at least. Third thing that went wrong, the Texans. Now, the Texans, I can't call it with y'all, man. I pick y'all to lose, y'all win. Pick y'all to win, y'all lose. Y'all just been doing me dirty all season. Hopefully this week, y'all do me right. So that's all the things that went wrong. Now for the things that went right. And I wrote this down in my notes. So, yeah, this is about the Jets. And I chose the Jets to get their first win of the year this week. And they finally did do that, which is good. Helped me out with my picks. But, man, y'all were being the Jets in the beginning of that game. I think actually for like the first 3 quarters, man, it was bad, you know. Oh yeah, that's what I wrote down. Jets bad, Nets bad, end of the season Mets bad. That's how bad it was. but y'all managed to turn it around at the end, and that's the most important thing. Because judging by Justin Fields' post-game interview, he was ready to crash out or something. I don't know. But anyways, y'all pulled it off. Y'all got y'all first win. It's good to see that no teams are winless this year. And I'm happy to pick the first game that y'all got right. Next thing that went right, the Ravens. Ravens were my Super Bowl pick. If y'all seen Threes on Fire podcast, shameless plug. We did a beginning of the season predictions, and I predicted that the Ravens would be in the Super Bowl against the Eagles. The Ravens are not showing that right now. So any win that's going to, first of all, get them closer to being at the top of the division, that would be great. And they get into the playoffs and we see what happens then. But right now, they're not even in the playoff picture. And, it sucks to have a team that you predicted to go to the Super Bowl not even in playoff contention. So they got to handle that first. They got to get back in the playoff contention. Then we could talk about that Super Bowl shit later. And judging by the way things are going this season, that's going to be a wash. They not going to make it. But I guess keep hope alive. Anyways, on to the next phase. All right, so finally it's time for the Week 9 picks. And as always, we note that there's teams on their bye week this week. This week's teams are the Browns, the aforementioned Jets, the Eagles, and the Bucks. That leaves us with 14 games to pick from. So let's get to it. And starting with the Thursday night game, I picked the Ravens over the Dolphins. Ravens did defeat the Dolphins tonight, so good for them. Starting off the week 1-0. First time in a long time. To the Sunday games, I have the Bears over the Bengals, the Lions over the Vikings, the Packers to beat my Panthers. I mean, we had a nice stretch when we was winning those games, but Packers are the real deal. So, I ain't taking these losses. That's probably going to happen. The Bills, now the Packers. I ain't going to take them to heart too much. As long as we beat the scrub teams, I'm kind of happy. Anyways, Chargers over the Titans, Patriots over the Falcons, 49ers over the Giants, Colts over the Steelers, Texans. All right, this is me going out on a limb for y'all because, anything I say, y'all do differently. But I'm going to pick the Texans to upset the Broncos. Jaguars over the Raiders, Rams over the Saints, Bills over the Chiefs. It's going to be a great game. Seahawks and Commanders are the Sunday night game. We need to flip that. They need to flex that. Make the Bills and the Chiefs be the Sunday night game. But I guess they're at 4 o'clock. Give me the Seahawks over the Commanders. And the Monday night game, give me the Cowboys over the Cardinals. Because we know the Cardinals are some fuck-ups. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's my picks. Happy betting to all the people that bet on these games. I don't do point spreads. I do straight up picks. So, see y'all next time. Peace. Oh, wait. That wasn't a good piece. Let's try that again. Peace.